watching our videos. If you're listening to just the audio, head over to our website. We have the latest videos up every time. The one you're looking for is not there. Just head over to our YouTube page. That's where it'll be at. Don't forget, sign up for our newsletter. You get 10% off. You get exclusive weekly content. And first chance at giveaways. And sometimes we might just give away stuff for free. Don't forget to follow us on social media for some good times too. Hope you enjoy. Live, live, love.
Okay. Hello and welcome to the Treign Athletics podcast. Today we are covering Nutrition Diet 101. It is the first of several podcasts we'll have that cover nutrition. We've got about 5 lined up for you. Here's number 1 in the list. First, we're going to go over the ins and outs of your diet.
God, you knew I wanted to just punch you in the face for that, didn't I?
I know.
Okay. He's playing off the fact that the first thing that we want to look at, essentially, is calories in versus calories out.
Sorry. We only went over it like 7 times.
Yes.
It's okay.
So he decided to be a dick. So we're looking at calories in versus calories out. So in order to look at calories in versus calories out, we need to actually be able to track what we're eating. Food tracking. Okay. Best thing that I have found is MFP, as a lot of people refer to it in shorthand. So if you see that around the interwebs, that's what they're talking about, is MyFitnessPal. It's bought by Under Armour, so they actually have a lot more backing to it. It works awesome. You can actually scan with the barcode scanner too for when you have food. So if you don't want to look it up and take the time for that, all you have to do is simply scan the barcode and it'll enter it in based on the serving sizes. Rough guess. Okay, we're looking for as close as possible, but it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect because it's going to vary a little bit. Okay, so once I track my food and get my calories in, calories out, well, for the calories out portion, you don't necessarily need to know them, because what we're going to look at is basically my calories that I'm taking in versus weight over time, kind of see a trend sheet for that. So what we're looking at is, if I want to see calories in versus calories out, all I have to do is start with tracking my food with the MFP, which is what Josh needs to start doing. Okay. Then I want to take weight measurements, okay, 2 to 3 times per week. When do I want to take my weight?
On an empty stomach, first thing in the morning.
Perfect. Okay. And if I'm going to take my weight, make sure that I take it consistently. Pretty much I want under the same conditions, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which usually if you do it first thing in the morning, you'll automatically be on an empty stomach. I usually try and do it after I have alleviated myself. That way it's a little more accurate. So I'm completely empty, but sometimes I don't alleviate myself and I take my weight. Okay. Again, we're looking for close as possible, not absolutely perfect. Hey, Bo, get out of here. Okay.
Got some puppy love going on.
I know. It's the only time he wants to play is when it's not convenient for anybody else.
That's right.
Okay. So if based on that, when I find those 2 to 3 times per week, okay, because it's going to vary each day. So if you take it every single day, that's still fine. What we're going to look at is a best fit line. Okay. If anybody remembers their algebra class, which most people don't, you can do the calculation yourself if you really wanted to, or you can put it in Excel and get it automatically. Okay. So if we're looking at a best fit line, there's a few things that we'll look at. And we want to look at this over a couple weeks' time. Okay. Is either we're on a downward slope, which would equal what?
A loss.
Thank you. I know. I'm asking difficult questions, especially considering I have the answers written on the board. Okay. This is when you think it's a trick question. It's not a trick question.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
So if my weight is trending down,
Sarcasm's a little much
yes.
tonight.
How much would I want this trending downward by, though?
Not very much. Are you talking like weight, like pounds?
Yes.
Is that what you're looking
The
for?
weight. How do I want my weight trending?
Pound or 2 a week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, if someone's a little bit lighter, then they want to be a little bit less. If someone's a little bit heavier, a little bit more is fine.
Right.
But
It all depends on goals too, but a healthy amount is 1 to 2 pounds
Yeah.
a week.
exactly, because then otherwise I'm cutting out muscle along with fat.
Right.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to lose lean muscle mass. Okay. Based in the opposite direction, if I'm trending upward, which some people try to do. Okay. So we're trying to put on lean mass. Okay.
Right.
So I have to eat more to be able to produce more mass.
Right.
Okay. So if I'm trending upward, obviously I am gaining.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh my God! It's just, I know,
If it was Family Feud, it would be one of those.
I'm terrible at trivia.
I know.
I just have to give the answers away. Okay. So, again.
What? How fast do you want to get it?
Yeah.
About the same speed.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Oh, Josh is so
It's just,
smart.
it's just a healthy amount.
I know. It's just, the 1 to 2 is a good number, okay?
Yeah.
It's a nice even number.
It's just a good goal because, I mean, gaining it fast, if you're gaining weight that fast, it's not all going to be lean muscle. It's not all going to be healthy. It's just how fast the body produces that lean mass.
Exactly.
I mean, if you just kill the calories and you gain in excess, it's not going to be what you want it to be.
Nope.
Unless that's really what your goal is, to gain as fast as possible, get some fat in there, and then cut it down. But
I can't really think of, I just really can't think of people who like to do that.
Hey, man, I'm sure they're out there.
Oh, the internet.
You never.
So, which obviously leaves us with one last option, which is,
To maintain your weight.
yes, trending at 0, which is basically what I want to fit in between these. So really it would be A, C, B, C, and then whichever one. Or
Right.
if I'm looking to gain first, I would want to go B, then C. And if I'm looking to gain again, I would go to B. Or if I wanted to do a gain, then I would maintain for a period, because I only want to do this for about 3 months. Okay. Then I would
Now,
maintain.
Why do you only want to do that for 3 months?
Oh, because your body can only sustain things for so long. So either in excess or in negative, basically your body will start to adjust, but then you start to limit your actual physiological abilities. So 3 months is a good time, plus it's mental as well. A lot of it's in the head. So trying to maintain that for a full year would just be insane. I mean, you'd drive yourself nuts. So a lot of people will do is they'll try and gain first. They'll do a mass gain, so they try and put on lean mass. Then they'll go to a maintenance, keel off, reset mentally, get set, and then they'll go to a cut. So really it'll look like B, C, A, and then back to C. And then depending on where they're at, they'll choose to go from where else. Okay. So there's no need to really kind of overcomplicate what we're looking at. I mean, this is the most basic way. There's other ways to look at your macros, to do micronutrition, and there's a lot more to food than just this. This is the very basic, and then you would start to kind of delve down, which is what we'll do in some of our next coming podcasts for you guys.
Because most of us aren't, Olympic level bodybuilders or
No,
anything-
and we're not-
anything crazy like that. So
No, and even
just
for
looking
nutritionists,
to
I mean-
maintain a healthy lifestyle and a healthy weight, then this is basic. The basic knowledge that you should understand when being a healthy individual.
Yeah, and you want to be able to understand it, especially if you get
understand
advice.
What's going into your body, which is where the outcome's coming from.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes back to the old saying, you are what you eat.
Pretty much.
You know what I mean? Paying more attention to it, taking in the good stuff, eliminating the bad stuff. I mean, by tracking it and stuff, you really get into and you get dialed into actually what you're putting in your body at all times.
Yeah.
Because there's certain times you may snack and not realize it, or put in that junk food or stop for that fast food, but really not understand what you're putting into your body, and then
Yeah.
you're not understanding why you're not hitting your goals, or maybe you have an off day.
Yeah.
I mean, off days happen, but this will help you realize,
Yeah.
4 sleeves of Oreos was not it.
Yeah, and especially when you when you actually start to track your food, you become a little more
Yeah,
conscious of it, not just
exactly.
from someone else seeing it, but
Well,
mostly yourself seeing it. Because you're like,
Right.
it's a visual. It's the
Right.
same thing if you saw yourself, like, it's kind of like an injury too. Like, I've rolled my ankle, and it's like, it's bad, but then when you actually see it like swollen and purple and blue, you're like,
Can't
well,
walk on it.
crap, this is not good. Like,
My ankle
there's
shouldn't
this
look like a
now
softball.
visual representation,
Right.
and it just like there's no way to deny it at that point. Like,
Yep.
you can't just ignore it and be like, oh, I had a salad, so I can have this. And if you track it, you'll end up seeing the difference in the calories, and you're like, well, crap, that's why I'm still not, because you've got things like
Right.
fast food and sweets and treats and snacks are what we call calorically dense. So in a small portion, you have a lot of calories, and that's why you'll see a lot of graphics on the internet too that represent like, all right, here's like 100 calories in chocolate, which is like 3 freaking little tiny pieces.
Yep.
Like, here's 100 calories in like carrots. You got like this pile of carrots. Yes. is it? I mean, are we telling you not to have any of that? No, because we're humans. I mean, we're
Right.
having beers right now.
Right, exactly. If there's a birthday going on, you're damn right. I'm gonna have some cake
Yeah.
and ice cream. You know what I mean? It's
But
like,
consistency over time is what is important.
exactly. And it's just
So-
being conscious of that. You know, it's like going to it's like going to an Applebee's. You know, bet you 9 times out of 10, you know, X amount of years ago, I was always getting like the burger, the wings, the fries, like hook me up. Especially back in high school. I mean, I could eat whatever the hell I wanted.
Oh, I did the
and
same thing. I had Baconators 99% of the time. My senior year,
you
I
go
was
to
having.
fast food, like you wouldn't think about it because it didn't
No.
affect you. You know, you're still running around like crazy. You're still, you know, not in ways that you would notice. But now, if you go to Applebee's and start looking at the menu, like, well, salmon's sounding pretty good, and it's way friggin' healthier than that all-day brunch burger that they got with the egg on the top and hash
And the
browns
bacon
and ketchup and the
fries.
bun, and you're like, food coma.
Starting to go, all right, I'll have 2 beers instead of 6.
Right. Yeah, right.
Or maybe I'll go for the scotch instead. That way.
Yeah.
Slimming down, guys. So I
There
got to
we
cut
go.
back on the carbs.
Gotta go 3 fingers with the salmon. Pinky up.
All right. All right, guys. That was our first talk on nutrition. We'll have another one coming up next Monday for you. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it as always.
Live, lift, love.
Take it easy, guys.